Good afternoon on what is a surprisingly bright, mild and occasionally blustery day. It is Wednesday, December the 29th. I'm back in the Read Nook with a cat who is not ours and a nice hot cup of tea. And I also have this big stack of boxes which I want to dig into. Already done a few, and the next one I'm going to pull off is this one, which looks like it's taken a bit of a battering in places, but anyway, let's get this one open, shall we? Let's get a knife. Find out if it's the point where I need to one cut. Yeah, try there. Yeah, it's fun of trying to find out where exactly you're supposed to cut this open. I'm a bit mystified by this one. It has to be, oh, okay, here we go. See whether that helps. No, doesn't help. It's done a good job. There we go. I'm getting looks because he's going, what are you doing? Oh, finally, I've got it open. Right. Put that over there, out of the way. Next. Find my way to the next level. I want to commend this. Yeah, go on. Give me a bit of space. Commend the Rappy because they've done an excellent job. I'm just seeing the end there. There we go. Almost there. Sorry about this. Yes. I'll pull that away. And okay, I'm still okay. Right, just pulling layers upon layers of packaging to this, and the resulting contents is getting smaller and smaller. Oh, okay. And what I find at the bottom here, it is this. The Thieves Arm is fantastically well wrapped bag. Cannot fault the seller whatsoever. It's taken me almost 4 minutes to get in here. Okay, so lots of packaging for me to sort out there in a minute. So what we've got here is the Thieves Arm from the Unspoken Word 2, which is written for Hero Wars and Hero Quest. Gather an army of bandits and outlaws to fight for freedom. The Dragon Pass is a dangerous place. Moran Axewoman want to sacrifice you to their goddess. Mystics stalk hidden temples with murder in the heart. The cities are thick with thieves, with thugs and killers. The Thieves Arm is a supplement for the Hero Wars and Hero Quest games published by Isseries Inc. See HeroWars.com for more information. Hero Wars, Garantha and Hero Quest are trademarks of Isseries and used with permission. Dragon Pass is under Imperial occupation and the banner of rebellion has been raised. This is a time of heroes and saviours, liberators and generals, but it is also a time of unexpected nobility. Can you forge an army out of the outlaws, bandits, renegades and ne'er-do-wells of the pass? As that's Dragon Pass. You have the courage of your convictions and the otherworldly help of the magical blade in the shadows. However, against you are ranged not only the massed armies and magics of the Lunar Empire, but also dangerous Imperial Magistrate and his own private army, who seems to predict your every move. This book contains a wide range of criminal groups, keywords, cults, and characters for your games of Hero Wars and Hero Quest, as well as original scenarios and the secrets of the thief god Lambril. Holding them together is an optional story arc which takes them from battling across the bandit country of the Tarsh exiles through adventure, mishaps, Hero Quest, to a climatic mob war in the lunar city of Furthest. So, this was published in, let's have a look, trying to think, just give it a date, not that I can see offhand, 2002, so yes, almost 20 years old. It's basically a magazine, really magazine stroke supplement, which is devoted to what was really the then rule set for playing in Glorantha, which was Hero Wars and then Hero Quest, and it focuses upon the period of lunar occupation of Tarsh and Sartar during sort of like from ST 1602 through to really the period of the Dragon Rise, which is what has just happened in the Glorantha timeline, and really kicking off with RuneQuest role playing in Glorantha, and this adds sort of like fills in that space there with more background and more detail. What we've got in here is the Eldrai army, the elves on the warpath on the cover, and inside we have a layout, very clean, simple layout, which first delves into Behind Elandril's Mask, written by Greg Stafford, and this is all about the god of thieves, and his involvement in the essentially, or I would suggest both his involvement and his non-involvement in the basically the resistance against the lunar occupation. So we've got first got a discussion of who Lambril is, and the story arc for the campaign involving thieves. So we've got the Thieves Arm story arc, written here by Mark Galeotti and Simon Gray. Mark Galeotti, you may basically wrote Mythic Russia, and you may now know as an academic specialising in the politics and history of Russia. Really interesting book on basically the Russian mafia, which is worth reading. Then we get into essentially the region where this takes place, which is the Bush Range. It's got everything basically starting. Then we get to the Bushwhackers. There are basically the ruthless bandits who ambush caravans crossing exile country, the East Bush Range, the Tamlane Hills, and the Dragonspire Mountains. NPCs, whether or not the player character is going to be involved in with them as members of the Bushwhackers or a rival gang, that sort of thing. And these are going to be interesting to review essentially sometime possibly later next year. I say later, but it would be, it's 2021 now, but by the time you see this, it'll be 2022. I may well have already reviewed this, depending upon time and so on. So we have various NPCs, stuff like that. And there's nothing to stop you. If you've got a copy, if you've got access to this content, you could easily go back and play it and explore it using Hero Quest rules if you have a copy. But obviously, more likely in the future, if this is reprinted, possibly with the forthcoming Quest Worlds, so on. And we have more bandits there, basically of the various rivals. And then we even have the Banes, a degenerate family of cannibals, murderers in the woods of the dead in Eastern Farpoint. They can be used as the basis for a one-night adventure or integrated with the story arc. Either way, the heroes first meet one of the few to have met them and survived the trader Londar. And then we get into, we've got a bit of an advert, but basically satirising two basic, which is essentially explores it sort of explores the campaign period through the Hero Wars, basically through the Hero Wars role-playing game, when basically through the rebellions that happened against lunar occupation. So yeah, and then we have the Parg and the Imperial Hunter Corps Regiment, and presumably they're the enemy that the player characters will be acting against. It'll be interesting to see who they are and explore the campaign. And the thing is, what's interesting about all of this is there's lots of names here who are recognisable as writers today, whether that's Simon Phipp, who's working on a lot of the Dorister books for RuneQuest and available on the Johnstown Compendium. Greg Stafford, of course, Ian Cooper, who wrote the 11 Lights campaign, which if you can find a copy of, I thoroughly recommend. It's really great. Mark Galliotti, as I say, Simon Bray, who else? Let's have a look. Shannon Appleklein, sorry. Yeah, and more. So lots of different authors, all contributing to the content of the magazine and help to round out sort of like the thieves. Thieving aspect of the sort of like this setting and campaign setup. So then we get to the furthest Shadow War, furthest background from the campaign, narrated by Mark Galliotti and Simon Bray. And what's really interesting, I do like sort of like people's campaigns being brought to the page and exploring what they did, because it's always great inspiration for you as a GM. You know, can I do that? Or how can I apply that to my player characters? Or, you know, what would I do differently? So yeah, lots of content in here. So even I could basically, and yeah, and it really it's in sort of like almost a fanzine magazine-like format. So yeah, that's Thieves World. Well, sorry, Thieves World. It's not Thieves World. Thieves Arm. Because obviously, you say the Thieves, you're thinking of the box set from Chaosium from sort of like 1981. So yeah, Thieves Arm campaign and setting supplement for the Hero Wars and the Hero Quest, focusing on Tarsh and the thieves, basically being being almost heroes in the setting. You know, in the continuing resistance against the lunar occupation. So yeah, brilliant. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you have enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, please do click that like button down below. If you've got any comments or feedback, appreciate you posting those. And if you want to be alerted to further unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me with a package, and a book or a game which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea and occasionally a cat who is not ours, then please do hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.